Well, hey everyone, it's Jeremy J, and I'm on my lunch break at work, working at home again. So I planned on doing a video every day this year, but I'm just going to kind of vulnerably share what I'm thinking or feeling right now. I kind of want to take a break from doing videos, and I'm not saying I'm going to take a break from doing videos, um, but I feel like I want to take a break and kind of disappear for a little while. And the reason being is I've got some healing to do, um, some emotional healing to do, and I don't want to go into the details about it, but I just feel very sad and kind of disconnected right now. Hey, Dido. And I've learned that I just have to be real and honest with myself whenever I'm feeling things, and so I feel kind of knotted in my stomach and just overall like a little discouraged and sad, and I know that I just need to take time and process these emotions and feelings. It's not the first time in my life that I've had this. Um, Maybe I'm debating if I should share why I'm feeling these things. I guess I'll just share it. About almost 2 weeks ago, somewhere around there, I had a breakup with someone, and it was kind of sudden, although I can look back and see that it was sort of not sudden, but it was still kind of sudden. And it was a situation where I felt deeply, deeply connected and in love and blissful and good, and I felt like it was orchestrated by the universe and all of that, and then it kind of just abruptly ended, and now that it's been almost 2 weeks, I've been able to kind of go through a range of emotions regarding it, and right now I just feel kind of just sad and like like it's just gone for good, and there's nothing I can do about it, and I just have to try to get over it because there's nothing I can do. And there's only two times in my life before this that I had to process this heavy of emotion, and each time I kind of had to take a month and a half, and just let myself cry and feel and do a lot of self-reflection about where I went wrong, things I did wrong, things I can improve in. And I've been doing a lot of that retrospective with myself on here's what I can improve, here's where I think I fell short, and I'll share with you where I think I fell short. I'll share some of the lessons I've learned in the past. So one of the lessons I learned in the past was to not be dependent on anyone or be needy. And so the first time I had a really hard breakup, that's the lesson I learned. And so I practiced that. I went out on a lot of dates. I got rejected, and I dated people. I had people ghost me. I just went through a year and a half of that. I just kind of machine gun dating, went on hundreds of dates, and through a lot of self work, I shored that up. The neediness is gone, but it took a lot of shadow work, is what I'll call it. Just I didn't even know that I would become needy until I had that first breakup. Or if you watch my videos on twin flames, that's what it was. It took me 7 months of like I would be laying on the floor crying and writhing. That's how much it hurt. But I eventually got over that and trained myself and built new neural pathways to not be needy. So that's good. But a heavy price, heavy length of time to get that. But it was a gift. That person gave me the gift of overcoming neediness, which was something I didn't, like I said, I didn't know I had it. I didn't know I had it when I was married because I was never needy while I was married. It was only when I deeply fell in love and lost that neediness got revealed. So neediness is one thing I overcame. Later on, I met someone, fell in love, had another breakup, and I learned another lesson through that, and that was drawing my strength from within, and the reason that second relationship ended is because I became a little too dependent on her. I made her my world, my rock, my strength, kind of my idol, and it wasn't like that at first. I was the rock, I was the strength, but I sort of lost myself when I felt her pull away. I just kind of got unglued and cried in front of her, and just almost like felt that neediness start to come back. But I quickly stopped, and instead of 7 months, it took about a month to kind of heal from that and let myself learn and grow, and then gosh, what was it? There was kind of a mini situation that happened with someone that I saw on and off for about a year. But the learning I had with her was that to feel the pain of discipline versus the pain of regret, because this was a woman that wanted me around just as a friend with benefits or physical interaction, but she was never interested in pursuing anything more with me. And I didn't like the feeling of being used just for sex, as a friend for sex and that kind of thing, or physical interaction. So I had to cut that off and be disciplined, because I liked her. I thought she was fun. She was awesome. But I had to cut her off and feel that pain of discipline of not trying to go after somebody that was in misalignment with what I wanted. So then that happened, and now I would say that situation was kind of a mini thing. I would say what's happening to me right now is the third time I've had a hard breakup in my life. I mean, I could count high school. I had a couple breakups, but I don't really count those because I was so young. So in this case, I've had all these lessons I've learned: not to be needy, to be strong from within, to be fun, a good source of energy, responsible, have my shit together, a slew of things, and to state clearly my intentions. And so I did all these things, and but now that I've had a chance to retrospect, there was still something off with my congruence and my truth in the whole situation. And also, I didn't have very strong boundaries in what I let myself put up with. So, there's moments where I felt like I was mistreated, but instead of having a boundary that says, "Hey, that's not okay," or just kind of saying, "Hey, that's not okay," I just would kind of whimper down a little bit. And so the two things I've learned about that is, one, I don't like it when people treat me that way, or belittle me or anything like that. And so one, I know I don't want to be around that. But two, it's training myself to be a firm and grounded presence that pushes back on that. And I'm not used to pushing back on things like that, largely due to my father, who was very just disciplinarian. So I learned at a young age to just be quiet and shut up and take punishment. And so I've realized, I've had a reveal in myself through this experience. And the reveal is that I just take shit and punishment from people, and I'm seeing it now. And and now that I've had a couple weeks to reflect on this, it's something that I don't like. I want to be around people who are loving and kind to me, who adore me, who see me for who I am and see the value that I have, and aren't going to um, bash bash me or kind of just up and leave. Like I feel like um, I was kind of just like ditched on the side of the road. And at the end of the breakup, I kind of just got a long message about it, and my reaction was to respond with gratitude because I'm super grateful for the experience, super grateful for the memories. Like thought it was super connective, like had met a soulmate and someone that was orchestrated to be in my life, and that probably could be all true still, like, but I wasn't prepared to just be disconnected from so quickly. And so with a lot of the emotions I've been feeling, it's like fuel to do a retrospective and to reorient my life and to get clear on the things that I want. And this person had a lot of the things that I want. Um, and now that I've retrospected some things that I don't want, I don't know that anyone's going to be perfect. Like, I feel like the situation was cut way too short to really like feel like what the full experience could have been like. But I just have to trust the universe that it happened for a reason, and just allow myself to feel, because I'm human. I have feelings. I have empathy. Just I'm not immune to sadness, even though I firmly believe in being grounded and centered, and that's still the same for sure. But I definitely have feelings just like anyone else, and so part of me wants to just take 30 days or 3 months or 6 months to process this. But the more I think about doing that, I think, for you here on my channel watching, I think it's an opportunity to just share my thoughts and feelings through it with you all. And, part of me wants to just hide, kind of submerge underwater and just disappear off the face of the earth. And, I'm not going to do that. I think it's much more powerful. Sorry, I'm looking at a work message. It's much more powerful to, and I shouldn't say sorry for that. Like, I'm working at home. That was a work message. I'm not sorry for looking at it because I'm working at home. I'm just letting you know what I did. So that right there was me correcting myself very quickly. Instead of sorry and apologizing for something, it's like, no, that was just what I did. It wasn't rude or bad. Okay, so good. I'm learning as like organically learning as I'm doing this video. Okay. So I'm healing, and I've definitely had some healing occur in the last 2 weeks, which is good. But I certainly haven't fully healed. Like, and so I guess what I'm saying is I'm just vulnerably sharing with you that part of my journey this year is going through a breakup with someone I deeply loved and cared about. And I still would say that I don't know if I would say I deeply love, but I love and care about this person. When I love someone, it doesn't just disappear and get erased instantly. It'll be someone that I, like, if I never talk to them again, that I'll have fond memories of for the good times that things happened, and kind of a reminder of what let me turn my monitor back on. It was providing some light. My screensaver went on. But a reminder of certain things I don't want. So the next time because I'm ready to be in a relationship with someone. I'm ready to go deep. I've been divorced for 5.5 years, and I wrote a letter to myself around Christmas Eve that I wanted to attract a very loving relationship with a high quality woman where we just deeply connect and grow together. And I wrote a whole page on what I wanted. And so I'm not going to give that up, even though part of me wants to just become a monk and give up and just say, oh, fuck this. Like, if like, why keep trying? But I don't think that's very masculine. I think that's weak. And so another lesson for me is to not to be strong. I think it's very masculine. Like when I think about myself, that the masculine thing to do is to keep pressing forward, to look at the areas I can improve in, my own congruence and intention, look at where I may not have been the most clear in the relationship, things that were my fault, and just try to do better with those. And so that's my takeaway. And then just move forward in the future, and let whatever comes to me in the future, to see whatever that thing comes, see if it's a good match for me. I mean, I want someone who is likes yoga. I like yoga. If they like sports, that's great, but it's not a requirement. I like intelligence. I like to be able to have deep conversations. I like connecting. I like emotionally bonding and connecting, and sharing I love yous and those kinds of things. I like fitness. So fitness matters to me. Being in good shape matters. I want someone who just takes care of themselves, both physically and mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Someone who's whole, and because I feel like I'm whole, or I'm at least, maybe right now I'm not totally whole, but I think overall I'm more closer to being whole than not. I mean, there's always things to learn. Like I'm just learning new pieces of me that I need to improve on right now. And I want someone who's, sexy. That matters to me because I'm sexy. So I want someone who can match that. And I want someone I can be vulnerable with and open up with, because I have a lot of things in my life that are vulnerable to me to share. And I need someone who can hold the space for all of that. And I want to be able to do the same for her. That's really important. And fun matters to me. I like to dance and goof off and play around, and I like to explore. I like to experiment. I did some stand-up comedy earlier in the year. That was a great experience. And when this whole virus thing blows over, I might try it again, just as a fun thing to stretch myself. I like stretching myself. I like going to yoga classes, working out. I just bought a bunch of chairs, 20 chairs, and I'm going to set them up here in my condo. And I've got a book I'm going to write about my health journey and all the things that have led me to where I am today. And I feel like I want to make a big impact, and I want to be financially independent. And I feel like that will come through making a big and positive impact to many, many people. I want to grow my YouTube channel. I've got just over 2,000 subscribers here, and very grateful for all of you that comment and share things. Anyways, I wanted to just very truthfully, openly, vulnerably share what's going on in my life, without holding back anything. And I just wanted y'all to know what was going on with me. And as time goes on, like with every breakup, the hard breakups in my past, I'll eventually heal. And I feel like I'll be more stronger. I'll have a more concrete idea of what I want and what I don't want, and what I won't put up with for whoever comes next. And to just focus on growing and learning and healing. And I feel like I need, some time alone to heal right now. And I have that. So taking time alone to heal is really the best way to heal from a breakup. Taking time to heal is how you heal. Yeah. And doing it alone is the way to do it. At least that's how I've done it in the past. So, all right, this video is coming up on 20 minutes. So that's pretty long for me, but I think that's all I have to say. I'm going to go make some lunch now and then go back to work. And I'm optimistic for the future. I know whenever something hard like this happens to me, it means this trajectory is about to happen in my life. It's always been that way in the past. So I know I'm about to have some explosive growth, both in me as an individual and the things going on in my life. So that's exciting to me. And yes, it's going to take work and a lot of inner work and stuff like that. But all right. Well, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.